Days fun once again, and our goal is simple. The goal is to not crash like we did yesterday when we fought our last battle against, was it him? It felt like it wasn't him. Maybe it crashed and didn't properly autosave. But we were kicking his butt nonetheless. So it should be just as simple to get to the same spot. Literally the final attack crashed the game, and that's where we're picking up the story mode in today's stream. We were on our way to fight Kanji. We had learned that Kanji was a member of Gosetsu-san. So I can't even pronounce the name at the moment. I'm so flustered thinking about the crash from yesterday. But he was a member of our team. In fact, he's trying to claim like he's the owner of said team. That's what we found out in the last stream. Our opening hand has 3 triggers in it, but it also has a sentinel, and then I drew my over trigger. Oh my goodness. Whoa, Magic the Gathering looks different. Emptiness is back. What's up, Emptiness? Thanks for stopping by. Magic the Gathering does look a lot different. Thankfully, I'm not playing against Demir again. That would have worsened my mood, but this is Cardfight. The title is Magic the Gathering. Is it really? Oops. I see what you're saying. The title says Learning How to Card Fight, but the game I selected is still Magic the Gathering. Thankfully, we have the technology to fix that. Sorry for the mistakes and sorry to get your hopes up, Emptiness. I'm very sorry. Okay, back to the action. We drew 2 of our favorite cards in the deck. The retiring card and the bouncing card. And we also have the counter charging card. However, we're in the ride phase, so I like all 3 of those cards, and this is gonna be my least impactful card that I have in my hand, so we're gonna send that away. Righto. Effect activate. We're gonna draw a card because my card says so. Then we're gonna call upon the counter charger. We have big plans for that. We have 2 alpha cards now. That's very exciting. Okay, yesterday's stream taught me that the correct order, of course we don't have 2 units besides the Vanguard, is rear, Vanguard, rear. I'm assuming it's the same thing, just minus the last attack where it's rear, Vanguard. And he drew a trigger. However, there's still a chance that this goes through, especially considering my D skill. Wrong? I did it. So this should go through because now Tai goes to the attacker. Confirm. It does 2 damage. That's fantastic. So this is gonna bring out one of the orders, right? Yes, it will. Pretty sure. Set one of the orders. One of the 3. Once he gets to 3, that's when his deck's online. Last time I was able to get, I think, 3 damage from the first turn. So it's a little bit slow over start. Cheers, I'm visiting Dad right now. We just got back from having Thai food for dinner. That sounds lovely. I haven't had Pad Thai in a long time, and I really enjoy Pad Thai. I'm hoping you're having a great day. It sounds like you are, DJ. Alright, we're taking 1 damage. Oh my gosh. I guess it can't be helped that I hit crits so often on my opponent's turn, seeing as we have so many of them. But it seems like a disproportionate amount of hits that happens. Not the best feeling. Ooh, that's not... I would have rather have drawn the order card, for sure. I really enjoy playing orders. Okay, we have 2 Alfies. 2 of the Devil Boys. The 10,000 guard, and we also have the grade 2. Let me just make sure that this is... Yes, it is Alpha card. I just want to make sure I wasn't getting confused with the other girl, which has a weird name like Molgar Bakar or something like that. Okay, it's either between the grade 0 or the grade 2. I think I'm pretty okay with the grade 2s. I think I'd rather have another, like, guard in my hand. But this does, I can see it going, I have a lot of grade 2s. I think it's okay, send that one away. Skill Hatsuko! Boosting my Vanguard. Now we can move this to the back row, make that another boosting unit. Neither one of my grade 2s, they all have, like, they all need Gandiva. They all need Gandiva. That tells me, that kind of makes me want to keep them. You know what I'm saying? That kind of makes me want to keep them in my hand. I can attack with this because this one doesn't require, okay, this one isn't required to be played on the same turn. So the Devil Boys do. So we'll probably get like a turn of the bouncing with Alphacar. Then we can play it. Then we can play the Devil Boys. If things get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end the phase. Landon McFall said hi. What's up, Landon? I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. Okay, now we talked last stream, we talked a lot about the attack order. But that was all the conversations were about when everything else was equal. Now it's not equal. However, I think the obvious logic would be to attack with the weakest one first, then the Vanguard, then the third rear. I'm pretty sure the chat would have agreed with me yesterday, deducting that from the conversations we were having. But now none of the rest of my attacks are guaranteed to go through. Probably won't. So should I attack the Vanguard or attack this? I think because I'm only drive checking one. So that means this attack is guaranteed to have an effect on the board states. And then, hopeful a successful drive. Yeah, I think that's the right play. I forgot about the boost. I forgot about the boost, but it's working out in a pretty decent way anyways. This is exactly what I was talking to myself in my head. Dude, Donut, that is a super dope username. That is super cool username. Kind of jealous of that username. Welcome. Thanks for saying hi. Y2K Bunana. That's also pretty. That's a fun to say username. Okay, we got 2 damages from this turn. They're up to 4 damage. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys all enjoy Cardfight Vanguard and watching someone, me, learn the game of Cardfight Vanguard. I know I'm having a great time with the game. In fact, I'm kind of falling in love with the game, to be honest with you. It's a very fun game. Now they have 2 orders. Remember, the magic number here is 3. And if you don't remember what this card does, it says when this card is put in order zone, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, discard it. If your order zone has 3 or more research cards, you can Soul Blast. Choose one of your opponent's rear guard, then bind it. They also are into the bind game. 26,000 plus 8. Oh no, it's 26,000 total with the 8,000 boost. Coming at my 10,000. I'm gonna say no guard. That was a very quick no guard from my Yuki. Arum says, yup, this deck doesn't have much early rush options, so players generally add generics to this deck for early rush. And yes, this is the correct attack pattern and thinking. Let's go, Arum. We're improving. Slowly but surely, we're improving. And so far, the game hasn't crashed, so we're doing real good. 13,000 with the skill. Boosting it up to 18,000, coming at my 10,000. Well, I'm at 3 to his 4. I'm guaranteed to not get a hit with an extra crit. We're gonna take that attack. We're gonna take that attack and say thank you for the attack. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of a swig of my swig drink. 11 to my 10. We're now at 4. So heal triggers are online, but we have 2 of the 10,000s in my hand. So I'm just gonna play one of them, because why get reckless? Because if I don't finish him off this turn, which I think I will, mind you, I think I will. It's gonna be nice maybe at 4 and not 3. All right, right face. Gandiva's officially here. We're gonna send away That's kind of useful, isn't it? We're gonna send our way our other 10,000 Garden card to play Gandiva! Effect of Alquiar? Something like that? Don't forget to activate Gandiva's effects, which I so often do. Counter blasting 0 because of the effect we just activated from my previous Vanguard. We're gonna select 2 cards because there are 1 and a 3. They don't have a 2, unfortunately. I revealed many cards. I revealed a 1, a 2, and I revealed all of them. That was the best reveal I have done in so long. I'm used to a whiff or a whiff plus 1. We're going to bind 1. We're now at bind 1, and now we're at bind 2. And remember, the magic number for bind is 5. So that is what we're looking to be at before the end of the turn. They have no more things to retire, so these Devil Boys are going to stay in my hand. But we're going to play this booster, and upon a successful boost, it binds itself. This counter charges and binds. This binds. This bounces. I should have declared final turn. But it's something to work towards, I suppose. I was getting a little better at it 2 streams ago, but then I regressed. I regressed very much with declaring final turn, but that's okay. Attack number 1. He guards with a 15,000 robot. That's a pretty good looking card, not gonna lie about that. Confirm self-bind. So now we're at bind 3. And normally you would go rear, Vanguard rear in the attack pattern like I've been talking about from our last stream. However, 2 alpha cars are on the field. So we want to attack with both alpha cars first. To make the most of Alfie's effect. And if you don't know what Alfie's effect is, you're about to find out. Alright, effect number 1. We are going to counterblast this card here to bounce the first Alfie. And then we're going to call upon a card. Many are... Ooh, we have an Alfie for next turn. That's a phenomenal drop. Then the second alpha card. Counterblasting another one. Replacing this alpha card. I saw many cards. These are less juicy of cards, to be honest with you, but still a couple of good targets, including this grade 2. Pretty powerful. And then, because we did counterblast, because of the alpha cards, and we're timing this appropriately, we now get a counter charge, what we just counterblasted, which means more opportunities to do like Gandiva's effect and other counterblasted effects. They're using a Sentinel already. First drive check. It's a Gandiva, so now we have a Persona ride for next turn, if it gets to that point. I don't think it will after what I just witnessed from his early Sentinel. Alright. This is the one I get confused with Alpha all the time. I'm gonna remember her name. Oh, he doesn't have a guard. He does have a crit though. And it goes to 23. He just survives the turn. What a freaking hit. Cole Gaffland. I get such a dumb name. I get Cole Gaffland confused with Alpha all the time. Alright, there's no use attacking. End the battle phase without it. I don't think there's a use for attacking. Remember to bind triggers when playing against real players. Of course, that's a good point, Arum. I should have that in the forefront of my mind. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Since 2 alpha cards are there, this is rear guard, Vanguard, rear guard pattern. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get in the habit of binding our triggers because that is really good advice. In fact, Arum, I looked up on Bushiroad's website, if there are tournament stores that host tournaments and things of that nature, there is only one in my state. And there's only one in my old state. And there's an event in literally 2 days. I don't think my deck is legal. It's in Japanese. And I'm assuming that, I don't know. I'm from, again, a Yu-Gi-Oh background, so you couldn't use Japanese cards in a North American TCG tournament, so I don't know if I'm even allowed to go. I'm sure this is just like a starter deck I got with a Beyblade product one time. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna go, but it's nice to know that there is one relatively nearby, and I got really excited when I found that out. What we're going to do is we're going to Sentinel against this one because I don't want to get got by a crit, man. I know this is probably, technically speaking, the incorrect move. However, I've gotten hit with a crit on the, like, this exact moment at 4 damage. I don't want that to happen. All right, now I have some options. We're not gonna call her anymore. Her effect is kind of lackluster. Probably should keep these in hand. Probably don't need them, honestly, but yeah, I'm gonna send her away. I'm gonna confirm that. Ooh, where? A crit. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. But now, I didn't have to be worried about him hitting a crit and another boost. Imagine a crit and an overtrigger. And I just got, and I could even guard it with an overtrigger and you still would have won that. That would have been insane. 2 crits coming at me, 33 damage to my 13. I have the technology to defend against it. So I can do this and this, which is 43. He has 5 cards in hand. This is requiring a lot of me this turn. This is a good round for old Hyde. Probably his best round. And I'm probably not guarding correctly. But I'm trying my best, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best. Emptiness says what? Yeah, you can't use JP in English Cardfight Vanguard tournament. That makes sense. I assume so. 35 to my 13. We'll use my OT. And now we're going to remember to declare final turn. That's what we're trying to do. Declare final turn. Arun says BSF. Yep, needs to be translated cards so players can read them. If Yubei learns Gandiva already, will he plan to try Cardfight Connect? I do plan on downloading Cardfight Connect. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't have a timetable for Emptiness, but I do plan on doing that. And then Cool Dude, Q2 says hi. What's up, Cool Dude? I appreciate you coming here, saying hi to me. Appreciate you. All right, the Devil Boy comes. Wait. Cancel. We're gonna cancel that because we can activate Gandiva's ability, counter blasting the one, I suppose. No triggers there, so it doesn't matter which one to do, I suppose. They have a grade 3 and a grade 2. So 2 opportunities to retire said units. We're gonna confirm that. We got a 2? All right, we only got a 2 though. The order counts? I didn't think the order counts, but now we're at bind 5. We are at bind 5, and we're going to bind the crit here in accordance to Arun's advice. We're binding another crit. I think the reason why I chose to do the crit and not the overtrigger is because the overtrigger is memorable. It's very easy to remember that you got overtriggered, you know what I mean? But we're gonna play this just for the extra attack. Counter Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards when retired. If you did not retire a card, draw a card. Choose a card from your drop and bind it face down. Interesting. This is, oh! Bugger! I forgot the final turn again. It's... Oh man, how many times am I going to forget the final turn? All right, finding the draw trigger. We move on. It was just a mistake. I am prone to them. We're going to go to the end phase. We're going to attack in the appropriate order. And that is rear, Vanguard, rear. 2 cards down. Successful guard. Second attack, Vanguard attack. Guarding with the presumed sentinel. It is. He used it with 3 cards in hand. If he has another sentinel, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I get a sentinel in return. Even if he does, we can probably survive. Especially him being down to 1 card. 0 cards at the turn end. Successful guard. And mind you, this is the exact moment that the game crashed yesterday. I'm gonna watch like this. Whoa! 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 What? I didn't know that! Over triggers don't count as damage? What the helly? What the hell, Yante? That was crazy! Okay, I have a Sentinel in my hand and a 15,000. I have 2 intercepting at 10. This is another 10. Okay, we have some things to protect us with. 15,000 versus 13,000. We are going to intercept that. Just simply intercept. But I am at 4 though. I could have taken that. I could have taken that hit. I could have. Vanguard attack, and I'm going to do the same thing I did last time because I'm so deathly afraid of his crits. I'm not losing like that. I refuse to lose like that. Okay, we're going to confirm with a perfect guard. We are going to send away this one. Confirm. No crit. No crit. It was all for naught, but I still feel better about using a perfect guard there. It just makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Counter blast. They're attacking that card. No guard. Definitely not. All right, final turn, final turn, final turn, final turn. Declare final turn, you stupid idiot. And of course, I mean me when I say stupid idiot. B, the B button. Final turn. Yes. Persona Ride. Cool animation. Don't crash the game. Every time I see an animation now, I get scared. Okay, I Persona Road. That means that this has an effect. Let's do it over here, because 8,000 is scarier than 7,000, I suppose. Counter blasting my last card. That kind of sucks. But I guess I don't need it, huh? It doesn't really matter. It is once in a blue moon that I can actually activate that effect, so I'm doing it. Binding another card. I'm at bind 11. There. Another trigger is bound face down. Listening to advice. Getting better at the game. We can countercharge with this card. That's cool. So we're going to call that here. We're going to play that as a boosting unit. We're going to W and Faith and undoubtedly win. They only have 2 cards in hand. If I don't win here, I don't see how that's even possible. Honestly, I don't see how it's possible. Attack! Whip! Oh my gosh. Another trigger, but it's all for naught, right? Yes! Let's go. We should have beat him yesterday, but the game crashed. Now I feel better. And a successful final turn. Huge. Huge. Still looking forward to I'm looking forward to card fighting you, Emptiness. Cardfight Connect and Cardfight Areas are solid choices, by the way. I've never heard of Cardfight Areas. Never heard of that. I've heard of Bang Pro. but apparently hasn't been updated for a while because the owner got into a car crash, or some sort of accident. Yeah. So those are the two I've heard of. Cardfight areas, I should look it up. I want to face you in Cardfight Connect. Buzzkiller wants to face me as well. I want to face you as well, Buzzkiller. Joe's back. Do you clear final turn during the draw step? You have to do it like before the end of the ride step, I believe. And hello to you too, Joe. Emptiness, a room agrees with me. Emptiness says, yep. Over trigger is also a solid choice if the match tends to drag on. People forget about it during match tensions. That's good to know. Over trigger removes itself from game after review as damage or trigger check. Wow, that's interesting. See, we're like not brand new anymore. Like I've played a lot of games now, not in the grand scheme of things, but a lot in just like card games, right? And I'm still learning new things. I love this game. It's a fantastic game. I forgot about that, Joe says. Yep, they get removed from the drive checks, so they never hit the damage zone. Only be wary of Gandiva Vanguard attack getting hit. Causes a glitch, so others are safe. Connect is all in. Area is just for PC. Interesting. Why? Taiji said, I have such strong cards. Who is this? Oh, this is his running mate. I was like, who is this dork? I don't recognize him. During your turn, if you have a unit in the something state, all of your front row units gets plus 10,000. That's a pretty cool looking dragon. It's Nirvana. Doesn't Yu play Nirvana? Nirvana sounds very familiar. I think some main character plays Nirvana. Move it. Noi. Now it's my turn. You're gonna get your freaking behind. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, I think this is gonna be my last. Well, it's probably not gonna be my last game with Gandiva, but here's my plan. I'm gonna play this game, earn some BP with the successful final turn declaration, and then I'm gonna buy some packs. I'm gonna buy some packs, and I think I'm gonna buy the packs that have the prison deck in it, because that's the other deck that I've faced that has like stuck with me in terms of game design, mechanics. It just seems very fun. I have 2 freaking Gandivas in my hand. 2 freaking Gandivas. I don't think I'm gonna need 2 Gandivas. I'm gonna send a Gandiva away, where these are much more useful early on. Or at least that's the way I see it. You guys might disagree. I might have just triggered some of y'all, but that's to be expected, I suppose, when you learn a game. To be expected. Ooh, that's a good looking card. The more I see these dual clan or dual empire, dual nation cards, they look cool. Big fan of them. So far. Don't know much about them besides that they look cool. His entire deck looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. 3 attacks coming at me. We're not gonna guard, because once again, you guys have told me to be more accepting of the damage, especially early damage, especially when it's not a draw trigger. Alfie's going into our damage zone. I don't like that for me at all, in fact. Take the attack number 2. Oh my gosh, we're taking 4 damage. This is why I hate not guarding against a Vanguard attack, because they always hit triggers. In this second half of the story mode that we've been in, they always hit. They're crits. Always. And they have 18,000. And he gave the power up to the right thing. Okay. I got an Alfie though. I got Alpha car in my hand. That's cool. We're gonna say 4 is crazy. 4 damage is crazy. On turn freaking 2 is nuts. Alright, she can definitely go into my drop. She can definitely get demolished. Alright. Another Gandiva. Okay, I might trigger y'all again, but I don't think I'm gonna need 2 Gandivas. I think the rest of the hand is more useful. But this next turn rotation, because I'm not winning here, he's at 0 damage, is going to be kind of nutty. Alright. We're going to call this one here automatic effect. Counter blasting my trigger. So he's like, I don't remember. Retiring a unit, that's cool. That's 1 less attack that's guaranteed, but he does have 6 cards in hand. Now we're gonna call Alfie here. Alfie's not gonna get her effect, of course, but at least we can attack with her. Okay, we're gonna end the main phase. We're gonna attack with the rear Vanguard rear formation. They guard with a 5. Interesting. Connect us all in. Yep, Nirvana. Then Nirvana Jeva. Yu plays it. I thought he did. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Zach's back. What's up, Zach? Appreciate you coming back. Yes, Dual Nation, Emptiness says. Zach says 3. No way, he took 4 damage. Guard 5k. Yubei shot himself in the foot. Who in the right mind told you to take that much damage? Many people, actually. Many people said to take more damage. I always start guarding at like 2. That's huge though. That's huge. We're gonna give it to this unit. So now I don't feel nearly as scared in my position. Whenever I don't mind taking 3 damage. But when it gets to 4 early on in the game, I'm like, okay, I don't want to. I am trying something because I'm trying to listen to you guys, but it's not second nature. They have 1 damage, 4 cards in hand. I have 5 cards in hand, 3 damage. They're at grade 2 Vanguard. Now they have 5 cards, 4 cards in hand. A grade 2 is attacking me. This has done his Murma duty. I'm gonna intercept because he's done his Murma duty. I'm definitely gonna play my Devil Boy here next turn. We do some Devil Boy things. We're gonna confirm the intercept and then say no guard with anything else. We have 2 15s and a Sentinel in our hand. The Vanguard's attacking me 10 to 10. I could guard with just a 15. Yeah, in the past I've guarded with the 15 in that situation. And if he does hit the first trigger, he's probably going to give it to his other attacker. And I'm fine with that. With number 1. Oh, I forgot, he's on grade 2. So he doesn't even drive check twice. Beautiful turn. Beautiful turn. Love that for me. Okay, we're going to send away. We're going to keep that Gandiva in our hand now. And we're going to send away him, I suppose. For Gandiva! Activate Dippanels. What a name is Dippanel. Gandiva's effect is free now. We are counterblasting nothing. A 2 and a 1. 2 opportunities to be happy. Confirm. 2 and a... Ooh. Let's go, baby. We're now at bind 2. Bind 1, first crit. Bind 2. Heal trigger. And he's got 5 cards in hand. I'm liking my position now. Very much so. But now I don't really want to play my Devil Boy. Yeah, I think I kind of want to save my Devil Boy for next turn. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? He has 5 cards in hand. He's probably... I don't think he's gonna guard. I mean, he's been pretty guard happy. So let's just say he has all 5 cards at the end of my turn. He's gonna draw a card. He's gonna go to grade 3. He's gonna play... Let's say he plays 3 of the cards. I activate Gandiva's effect. I hit 2 of them. I still have 1. I mean, I think it's better. I think it's better to call it and get maybe an extra. I could also use the effect to draw too. I always forget that secondary effect because I'm so interested in retiring cards. But I kind of want to keep my zone. Plus, I can intercept with him too. Yeah, let's draw a card. Just because it can get us an extra guarding card. You know what I'm saying? Or it could give us that counter charger. We're gonna bind our draw trigger face down. So now we have her in our hand. We have a 15,000 and a perfect guard. And we also are gonna drive twice. So we're going to end the phase. Attack with him first. He guards, so now he's down to 4 cards in hand. Now we're going to attack with Gandiva, drive twice, putting our hand up to 6. No guard against Gandiva, that's crazy. A draw trigger is going to put us to 7. Gonna give the power to old Alfie. What the hell am I? I forgot I had Alfie on the board. I was so focused on attacking with the rear, Vanguard rear, I forgot I had Alfie. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Oh well. Oh well. He gets a Sentinel into his damage zone. And that's just gonna set us up for an explosive turn 7. We'll win in turn 7. We have 2 Sentinels now, a 10,000 guarding card. They're up to grade 3, soul 5. 3 cards in hand, pulling 2 here. No guard, take the attack. He got rid of a unit, so I can't retire it, but he still has 1 to retire. Counter blasting 1. Man, that was a cool effect. Very cool effect. Retired Alpha card too. Crazy. Well, I'm not going to freaking lose like that. So I'm going to perfect guard against his Vanguard. Now that I'm at 4. We're gonna send away her. Confirm. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a crit. Now the crit's on him, which is 20,000 to my 13. Oh my gosh. That doesn't stand the Vanguard, right? Okay, it doesn't stand the Vanguard. I would have been pissed if it stood the Vanguard. Now it's 30,000. That's gonna be a whole heaping amount of freaking... That's sketchy. Okay. Let's start. Okay, let me think about this logically. 10,000 will guard against this. So I'm gonna keep that to guard. I have a perfect guard in my hand. 15, 20. That would put me at 33. But I could attack with him. Or I could, okay, I'm going to perfect guard here. Because next turn I'm going to win, I think. If I perfect guard, I'll send her away. Then use this to guard against this, successfully so. And then I can play this next turn, Persona Ride, have 2 attacks at the very least. But I won't have a perfect guard for next turn unless I draw one. Yeah, I like that. I like that play more. Sending... Oh, I guess I could send this away. Yeah, why would I not do that? 15 is better than 10. I was just kind of happy that 10 was gonna save me. Oh, if I come 1 short, I'm gonna really regret that lack of Alpha Car attack. Confirm. Confirm. Okay. We're at bind 3, mind you. Alpha Car. First, B button. Final turn. I gotta have faith. Right. Gandiva. Alright. Alfie is back. We're going to activate Gandiva's effects. Counter blasting the Meteor Flare Dragon. 1 and a 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. And I'm gonna shut the door on this jabroni. No, I might not. But one of them got retired. One of them did. We're gonna bind our heal trigger. We're going to bind another. So now we're at bind 5. We're gonna bind our draw trigger. Okay. We can retire a unit as well, but kind of a waste of a card, honestly. So is there really a point to doing that? I don't think there is really, unless I don't win this turn, which can happen. That is a possibility of things that could. Okay, I talked myself into it because I did declare final turn, so I'm going all out on this. Devil Boy, automatic effects, counter blasting, Golfa Clan, something. Retiring. Let me read the effects. Which one's better? When this unit is placed on a rear, active if your vanguard is the glitter with Tamura. When this unit is retired from a guard, you can put this into your soul. When this is retired from a guard, when this unit is placed on a rear, and its card name, counterblast 2. Let's just do this one. Okay, bind 6. I don't get any bonus points for going past bind 5, but let's bind a Sentinel so my opponent doesn't remember I played 2 Sentinels. Now we're going to call upon our counter charger here. We're going to attack with Alfie. Nope, we're going to end the phase. Attack with Alpha Car, not boosted. B don't boost. On the Vanguard. No guard. 10,000 boosts. 4 damage. Gandiva boosted. Attacking the Vanguard. 43 to his 23. 5 cards in hand. 4 damage. Let's Alfie first. Yes. Counter blasting my last card. Choosing Alpha Car. And because he's like freaking so trigger happy. Ooh, that's... I think it's gonna miss its timing. But it's the strongest out of them all that I saw. So we're gonna choose to do that here, and I'm gonna miss timing because I don't have anything to counter blast. Unless, no, I don't think it's gonna work, but I can get my hopes up. I could retire that unit, but I'm gonna cancel because I want it to boost. You know what I'm saying? That's why I called it there. I want it to boost. Cancel. Don't activate. Stop activating. Yes. I don't know if you guys would agree with that decision. I'm going all in on this. Another Alpha Car goes into my hand. Another trigger. 58 to my 45. Damn. Damn. We're gonna give the power boost to there. I did draw a card, which was a 15,000 guard. Not bad for a dad, I suppose. The 44 is going to be, oh, they're the same. Ooh, 42, 44. Let's do this one. It's weaker, right? 3 cards in hand. 2 more attacks. No guard. Crit. 10,000 boost. 33 now. Increasing the likelihood that he can guard against this. And he can. He has a Sentinel. Okay, I declared final turn incorrectly. But we gave it our best shot, didn't we? He only has 1 card in hand, though, and I have a lot of guards. And I have 2 interceptors. He's Persona riding. So now he's down to 1 card again. 2 cards now. Vanguard attack. What? 28 versus 13. I really have to hope for no triggers on his behalf. I mean, I feel like I have to guard. Just because of the crit possibility. Okay, I've decided I'm guarding against this. We're going to use this intercepting because this is an interceptor. So that puts me at 18. This puts me at 33. This will be 43. Leaving 20 to guard. 25 to guard. That doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. No double. Just don't give him double. Wow. Wow. But it's not a double. It's not a double crit. Wow. I'm gonna read this card really quick just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. This unit attacks. Okay. 35 to my 13. 18. 28. No, 28. Do I have to do that? I can do this? I do have to do it. Son of a biscuit. What if I don't do that though? That's 33 plus 5, right? Let me just make sure I'm not misinterpreting. 28. So this will be 38. Confirm. Okay. And we have Alpha Core in our hand. Confirm. Unfortunately, we already used our final turn. It's grayed out now. And I drew my over trigger. That's fantastic. We're gonna end the ride phase. You're not tricking me to death. We're going to Does Alpha Car require a counterblast? It does require a counterblast. I could Gandiva, attack, countercharge, attack with... Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call this here. I'm gonna use Gandiva's effect. Counterblasting my last card. Retiring it. Binding a trigger. Further boosting my units. Finding another critical trigger. Okay, we're going to attack now with this, counter-charging. No guard, going, man, he's down to 3 damage. It's fucking crazy. Very crazy. Of course he hits another trigger. I hate this guy. He has main character energy right now. 23. What does it require? Okay, it requires Gandiva to attack. I thought it was upon a successful boost. But maybe I can counter. Okay, we're gonna see if I can finagle the timing. We're gonna see. Guard. I'm hoping both trigger. Both effects trigger. This one did. That one did. It does! It does! Wow, I did not expect that. Wow, I got terrible options. But this one will do me, I suppose. He uses Sentinel. His hand's down to 2 again. Now it's down to 1 again. A crit happens. Putting it on my last attacker. If we pull this off, if that's a dud in his hand. Oh my gosh, it's my turn to be happy. Now it's 52. If he has another Sentinel in his hand, he just deserves it. He deserves the win if he has a Sentinel in his hand. This is an insane game. No guard. Who? With let's go! Let's go! Okay, time to catch back on the chats. Anyone going to tell him about the Divine Skill and Phantom Skill? I've heard of those. I don't know about them, but I've heard of Divine Skill, I think. Just in passing. I don't know much about him. I want to be kind of surprised about it, though. That was in response to Joe's chat. Emptiness said, Yubei should ask himself, does my deck need a lot of Counterblast or Soul Blast? Question mark. Zach Allen, who told him to take that much damage that early? You need to not talk ever again. That is too much too early. You want to stay around 1 to 2 damage before turn 2? Nope, let him enjoy the standard game, then go to complex ones. Arum says that in response to Joe. Try to be +1 or +2 than opponent in case of damage, otherwise you might risk the game. I know, right, says Zach. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Arum says, try to be +1 or +2 than opponent in case of damage, otherwise you might risk the game. Arum, could you explain that in different terms? Are you saying I should be like at damage +1 of my opponent? Like if my opponent's at 2, I should be at 3? What do you mean by that? He is guard happy because all the guarded grade 2s, dual nation ones, get put to soul. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Alpha Car is for grade 3 opponent Vanguard. No problem. It was just your wrong regard. You will get used to it. If you have regard, that either we stand or retire themselves for advantage. Hey, can I ask you a question? My game version is 1.2.2 and how to unlock Alfred, please? Wrong. What's up, my friend? That's the first time I've read that name, I think. So welcome. Arum says PC. Trunk says yep. Steam. Yes, again from Trung. You need to buy the latest DLC for the Alfred pack, 1.7.1. Greedy ass Bushy Road. Yes, good guard math there. Trung. Maybe I shouldn't say this. However, if you Google something, how can I say this? Okay, if a lady is fit or like in good shape, one might say she is a fit girl, okay? And if someone's a fit girl and then bought something, but then she had to return it because it was the wrong size, she would have to repack it. So there are alternatives besides giving money away. However, I don't condone any such things like sailing the ocean blue. You need to buy the latest DLC, 1.7 greedy ads. Yes, good guard math. Thanks, Aroom. I appreciate it. No Cat says nice. Wait, he has no CC cards? Good game, says Aroom. Thank you so much. If you got another PG on hand, that's real main. It would have been. I was half expecting it. Razik Unstoppable. That's another cool username. Also, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. No Cat says nice job. Appreciate you. In fact, No Cat, I just saw your Twitch page. And I saw that you had like videos posted. Cool. That's cool. Like if opponent has 2, you need to be at 3 to 4 range. Okay, I think I'm getting that. I'm not sure why though. I get really stressed when I'm at 4 damage, regardless of the position I'm in. Regardless of the position I'm in, I'm always hesitant to be at 4 damage because of how often my opponents seem to hit their crits. Noi says nothing. He's speechless, and now he's running. He's scared. Kanji says, oh, how useless. Well, not that expected anything out of you from the start. You're nothing more than my pawns, after all. As easily replaced as they come. Big Pegasus energy. Big Pegasus energy. But Pegasus treated his lackeys with respect. Respect with no T. There's so many. Boy. What are you doing? Ooh! She's back! She's back! Kuro says, stop standing around and go already. We'll handle taking care of them. Me likes them. I like them. I don't like that he's wearing a cape. I think that's a little... But Haru, look at her color combination. So icy. That's right. We can't have you losing to these guys because we're going to be the ones to take you down. Right. I wouldn't have it any other way. All right. Here's my plan. Joe says, if you want to play Cardfight Vanguard on Discord soon, I'm up for a game. Sorry, I play at CF area and Connect because don't have physical ones. Discord I can use for chat, but otherwise, sorry for no physical card game. Interesting. Joe is suggesting Discord to play a game of Cardfight Vanguard. Are you saying that as like with paper cards and like overhead cams and that stuff? If so, that sounds pretty freaking sweet. Majesty Lord Blaster? I'm pretty sure that's the main character of like the OG show. Isn't it? Oh, we're facing against Kanji now. The story is finally progressing. All right, here's my plan. I'm going to have a flawless game with Gandiva. I'm not going to miss the attack with Alphacar, which I normally don't do. That was a blunder. I'm not doing that. I'm going to attack rear, Vanguard rear, unless there's an Alphacar, of course. I'm going to declare final turn appropriately. I'm going to activate Gandiva's effect appropriately. If I do all of those things, I will win the game, and then I'll buy some packs with my VP, my very hard-earned VP. Ichidoji Yuki, tell me, did Gosetsu ask you to do this? Honestly, I thought I taught you a lesson. That's not what this is. I'm here for my own sake. Gosetsu-san told me something. He said he regrets never teaching you what it means to lose. He regrets it? Don't make me laugh. Regret from a coward like him who decided to run away? That's the kind of thought that only a selfish loser would have. I never ran. That's why I'm still undefeated. I beat you live on camera, you bum. And why I'll always be undefeated. How could Gosetsu or even you understand that? Take a look. This spectacle is reserved only for the victorious. Looking down on everyone from here, it's irresistible. Listen here, no good comes from losing, not a thing. It turns the strong into cowards. It makes you forget the taste of victory. It ruins your dreams, and it makes you run away. Winning is the only thing that matters. I am revered. I can do however I please with Vanguard, or even with people. Is that what you want? What else is there to want? For me, losing to you that day allowed me to discover a new part of myself. But it made me realize something too, that if you want to change, Vanguard will show you the way. That's why I've always been able to see a world that no one else can. I want you to see the same. This is what I want you to know. So please, I see. Then let me make a request of you. Show me that your words and your will are true. Just try and find a way to make me lose. I plan on it. This is the one fight that there's no way I'm losing. You're putting a lot of pressure on me, Yuki. And by Yuki, I mean me, because we are both the same. I just, I have my hair dyed in that picture, and that's pretty much the only difference. Let's do paper. I'm going first. Some say that is quite the advantage. I've only revealed one trigger in my hand. We have three grade 1s. Unfortunately, though, I can only attack if I win second. But we drew a Sentinel, and again Diva. So we're set up pretty darn decent. We're gonna send away our grade 2 because our grade 2 allows us to Soul Blast and draw. Skill Hatsudo. Oh, 2 Sentinels. There's no way we're losing. We're just too gosh darn good at the card game. But if I play my grade 1s on turn 1, it just gives them another attack. Like another thing to attack. So why would I? Why would I? Yeah, I don't really see the point really of playing cards on turn 1 unless you're in the business of losing the card. That is a cool looking card. And then he plays Diabolos. Alright, you think you're Donji? You're Kanji. You can't just think you're Donji because you have a K. You have a K in your name, not a D.
Vanguardにアタック。
14 to my 8. I have 2 Sentinels, but I'm gonna say no guard. I'm gonna take the attack. Yup. Yup, I'm okay with that. Wit. My version of Diabolo's boy. 8,000 coming at my 8,000. I could guard here, but I don't want to. A room did say to be at like 1 or 2 more than my opponent. This would put me at 2. I'm gonna take that attack. I hear like whistling and a heal trigger. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. I was gonna hit heal trigger every time there. All right, we're locked in. We're locked in. Right phase. We're gonna send away. It would be nice to have that as just like something. It's either between this one or this one. I think I'm gonna send. I don't know. What would you guys do here? I think there's logic to both. Because if I play my 2 grade 1s and then boost with my 3rd grade 1 that is the counter charger, it would increase my odds of doing 3 damage this turn. I have 2 Sentinels, and that's only a 10,000. Yeah, I'm gonna send this one away. I think there's more upside to attacking aggressively. That's what I think. And I could be wrong. I'm interested to read the chats after this fight. Because if I look away now, I'm not gonna be locked in anymore. And I'll be more prone to making mistakes. That's the way I think about it anyways. Okay, we're gonna boost this one here. I always play in the bottom right. I don't really know why. Okay, in the face. Rear Vanguard rear. Boom, first attack. No guard presumably. 1 to 1.
ドロートリガーパワープラス
Screw you, Kanji. I don't like you. I don't like Kanji in general. They're very annoying to learn.
ドライブチェック
Oh, but I'm better than you are. We're gonna give the crit to him because he has already declared no
ク
guard.
リティカルプラス
And we're gonna give the power up to my third attacker, so we might do 4 damage this turn.
ダメージ
What a wonderful world would that be? Whip,
ダメージチェッ
whip. Oh, and it's a sentinel, even better.
ヴァンガードにア
A
タック
boosted 18 coming at you for 26 in total.
クノーガン
No guard again. See, I probably would have guard there. Another whip.
ターンエンド
Oh, guys, I'm locked in. I'm beating this. I'm gonna beat this son of a gun. I'm gonna beat this son of a gun real bad. 7 cards in Gandhi's hand to my 4 though. 10k, 8k, 18, 10. This is booster? No, this is interceptor. He switched them. 18 coming at my. Okay. Okay. Cool. No guard. I'm okay with that. Soul is at 6
ヴァン
now.
ガードにアタックだ
10,000. I'm gonna say no guard again. But this would, yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, because I'm at the point to be looking at counter blasting things. I'm taking this attack.
ノーガード
ドライブチ
The
ェック
worst case scenario is crit. It's a heal. Okay, 3 damage to my 2.
ダメージチェック
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
Okay, going to 3 damage to 3 damage. So after this attack, they will my heal triggers will be online. Taking the attack, giving me 3 things to counter
ダメ
blast.
ージチェック
Ooh, and it's again Diva, but we have one in our hand, so it's no big deal.
私のターンドロー
We have Alpha Car. Alpha Car has appeared. We're gonna send back our 15, so now we're set up for the next 2 turns.
ライド
Because he has so many cards in his hand, and because that turn went the way it did, I'm not declaring a final turn this run. I'm gonna wait for the next turn rotation because I think he has another turn in him. We're going to activate this for free.
ここからが
Confirm.
本当の戦い
Our bind is at 0, but it's going to be 1, 2. He has a 1 and a 2, so we're gonna choose this one and this one, the front row. We're going to, I revealed a 2 and a 1. Nice. Nice. Our bind is going to be at 2 now. The crit is going to be binded in accordance to a room's advice to me. My draw trigger will be binded again in accordance to the advice. Fully locked in. Alpha Car, call. W in the main phase. We're going to attack with
ヴァンガード
this
に
one
アタッ
because
ク
it's just strong enough.
ダメージチェック
Whip again, 4 damage. Now it's time for Alfie to attack but not boost.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ノーガン
No guard again, going to
ダメー
5.
ジチェッククリティカルトリガ
A
ー
crit, he's going to 20,000. Good thing I didn't boost. Good thing I did not boost.
ヴァンガードにアタ
Yeah,
ック
Diva attacks. Crit 1 though. That's the downside of it. 2 cards to successfully guard against this. With the D's, that was the first time I've seen such... Oh, this activates only when the opponent is a grade 3. Isn't that what it... Flip house. So I suppose I just have to give it to Gandiva and hope I hit again.
パワープラス
Alright, I made a blunder.
ドライブチェック
I made a little bit of a blunder, but in comparison to my normal blunders, it was kind of a low-key one. I just got a little ahead of myself, thinking Alpha Car was better than she is. She's still bae, but she's apparently just not not that much of a bay. Alright, that I remember Kanji to have a very good looking dragon, and he certainly does. We're going to retire this card. Cool. Grade 3. At the beginning of your main phase, there goes Alfie. At the beginning of your main phase, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards to retire it. And if you did not ride this turn, this unit gets plus 10,000 plus 1 crit. When your opponent, I'm not done reading, thank you, rear guard is retired during your turn, put a card from your hand into soul and draw a card. Automatic effect, Vanguard. Once a turn, at the end of your battle, this unit attacks. If the sum of the grades of Dark State cards in your soul is 13 or more, Counterblast 2. Stand this unit gets drive -1 until the end of turn. Okay, what's the number 13? He has 7 cards. That is most certainly happening. 2, 3, 6. Wait. Does that count? I'm assuming it does. 6, 8, 9, 12, 15. Well, biscuits and gravy, I suppose. Well, that's only a... Okay, we're gonna no guard. We're gonna take that attack. The guaranteed crit one, making my Gandiva stronger. That's gonna be helpful for my next couple attacks. There goes his soul getting even stronger. Not that it matters. Oh, don't tell me he has like the ability to stand or something. Vanguard attack. I'm at 4. I am at 4. Okay, I think I'm not risking it. Like I said, it's probably not the correct thing to do, but I don't want to lose to an untimely crit. We're gonna try to keep Gandiva in our hand for the crackback. No crit. 2 no crits, so that was a bit hasty on my behalf, but I still feel better about doing it that way. Counterblast 2, stand up. Another attack. This is only drive 1, right? Okay, so that means I can play... But what if he hits an OT? Because doesn't OT get another... Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can protect my... Because I'm at 23 to his 13. I can just guard with this. And feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. I mean, if I lose, so be it. I mean, so be it. 3. Another whip. Wow. And it's only a drive 1. Okay, so that dragon's kind of balanced. Because if he drove twice, that would have been kind of nutty. I like how that played out. I don't like my hand. My hand is appalling. But he's that shite. That is probably the worst hand I've ever had in my life. Holy guacamole. I mean, yeah, Persona Ride, right? I was thinking about maybe calling it. But the thing about Gandiva is that it boosts my front units. So even my weaklings here are pretty strong. So I can leave my 2 sentinels and my 2 guards in my hands. We can potentially get rid of 3 cards here. All it's gonna take is to counterblast my trigger. If I can retire all 3, we have a chance to dance. I still don't think I'm gonna win this turn, because he has such a huge hand. but I think we can survive the turn rotation. I did not see a 3, but that's okay. We're retiring 2 of the 3. And now we're gonna get binding. Our binding is at 3. Our binding is at 4. That's bad. If I could be at 5, I would feel much better. Okay, I have an idea. Let me read this card again just to make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself. When my Vanguard with Gandiva in its card name attacks, if your bind zone has 3 or more cards, bind this unit face down, counter charge. Okay, this might seem a bit crazy, but I'm calling this here, okay? And we're going to end the phase. Yes. Because of Gandiva's Bind 5 ability. So we're going to attack with this one first. Oh, I should have done it this way, huh? I probably should have done it this way. I should have done rear, Vanguard, rear, not rear, Vanguard, rear. I was used to attacking with my weaker one first. He uses the Sentinel. He uses the Sentinel, perfect guard. Down to 3 cards in hand. Self-bind, counter charge. We're gonna be at bind 5 now. Another perfect guard while he was at 3 cards in hand. Mind you, now he has 1 card in hand. 1 card on the field. Okay, those are not good. Not good drives. Bad drives even. Terrible drives. And if I'm missing chats, I'm trying to be locked in. I don't want to be more apt to make even more mistakes. I will get to your chats after this game. I apologize for what feels probably like I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just prolonging my response. No cards on the field. 2 Sentinels. 2 Sentinels. 23 versus my 13. We're going to choose to use a Sentinel here. Yes. We're going to get rid of that one. Confirm. No drive. Not a successful drive. 2 unsuccessful drives. Stand, and now he's driving once again. He can't counter blast anymore with this ability, so this is the last time doing that. 23 versus my 13. Okay. $23 versus my 13. If I Man, I just realized that the drives 3 with his whole ability is actually like even better than I thought. He dropped his OT. The reason why it's better than I originally gave it credit for is because he replenished his hand to 4. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little gutsy here. 28. No, because like one trigger and I'm done. I think I have to. I think I have to. Yeah, I'm down to one card in my hand myself.
完全ガード。
ドライブチェック。
Oh, another whiff. Huge.
ヴァンガード
Okay.
にアタック。
No guard. One extra attack next turn is better than.
ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。
That's bad. That's
クリティ
not
カル
good.
プラス。
Okay.
パワープラス。
I'm most definitely gonna lose if I don't win this coming turn.
ターンイン。
私のターン。
Okay. Another fucking trigger is in my hand. We're gonna lose next turn, so we're gonna hit final turn
絶対負けない。
and hope for pretty much a miracle. And the right phase. Yep. And oh man, if this works. If this freaking works, man. All right, let's go for it.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
Five cards in hand. One down.
ガード。
Driving twice, though. I am driving twice. Come on. Sentinel, down to 2 cards in hand.
発動。完全ガード。
ドライブチェック。クリティカルトリ
Crit
ガー。
2. Boosting my third attack.
クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。
Making the guard harder.
ドライブチェック。
With. But we have Alpha Car. Little too late. 15,000 guard in our hand. It all comes down to this.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
He has a 15. He has a 15, but he can't use his ability.
ターンエンド。
僕のターン。ド
It
ロー。
requires a counter blast of 2.
スキル。
2 cards in hand, right?
この場は僕が制圧した。パワー。
Right?
クリティカルプラス。スキル発動。スキル発動。
There ain't no way I survive this. There ain't no way.
スキル発動。
I don't really care about that, really. They're not intercepting units. They have 3 attacks, though. 13 versus my 13. 23. I gotta do it. Confirm. Oh, it comes down to
ガード
this!
にアタック。
It comes down to this! 5 cards left in his deck.
ガード。
ドライブチェック。
No trigger!
ドライブチェック。クリティカル。
Oh!
クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。君のヴァンガード。僕が支配した。
I haven't seen many heals in my yet.
ダメージチェ
But I
ッ
only
ク。
have 2 more.
クリティカルトリガー。
Wait. Th- Does that stop the attack?
クリティカルプラス。
No, right? It doesn't. The attack's already gone through.
いいヴァンガード
Yeah, it
ファイトで
doesn't.
した。
I got my hopes up. I got my hopes up. But I feel like I played all right there. I feel like I played all right. All right, let's check back in the chat. Let's catch back up with what I missed. If you stay around 1 damage close to your opponents, i.e. opponent had 2 and you had 3, you should be okay for costs as well as hitting heals. Yup. I don't have a webcam, but I make do with what I got. Interesting. I'm up for online games anytime, but not physical ones, sadly. I have a V-Series and Limit Break deck in real life. Blue Ace says, hello, is this your first TCG? It is not my first TCG. I used to play the dog shite game of Yu-Gi-Oh! For my entire life, and that game sucks now, so I'm trying to fill the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shaped hole in my heart. There's a saying, don't count your chickens before they hatch. You can create any deck online in CF area or connect, so you don't need to worry about the cards missing. That is something I'm looking forward to once I download Cardfight Connect. Undoubtedly so. Nothing wrong with pushing at grade 2, just make sure you have a way to build your back of your hand. Don't worry, TC players don't always read their cards. Blue A says that. No, drop 15k. I think Zach is saying drop 15k when I dropped my Sentinel. And obviously, hindsight being 2020, if I had dropped the 15k, that would have been enough to protect me against that damage. I would have had a Sentinel and an extra card in my hand. So that would have maybe have made the difference that game. So Zach is right there. Kanji's Vanguard can restand, be careful. Sold OT and crit 15k guard. That's because it's defensive right now. You're on the defense. You'll try to push his hand down low. And next time you'll try to kill him unless you get lucky and kill him here. You're not going to see a 3. You only play one grade 3. That's a Vanguard. You've only seen a lot those early games. You do not need to use that card at all. Just use your Vanguard first and then your rear guard. There's one at a time. You attack with your Vanguard first. You do not have to activate every skill that's available. You can choose not to activate. What are you doing? You just said yourself that you're not going to attack with both. Rear guard first. Pro tip, if you are ever locked to 3 or less swings, wing Vanguard either first or second to give trigger power and effects to other units. I see his OT in his drop. You don't have to worry about his over trigger anymore. At damage 5 of your opponent, you don't need to reach bind 5. That's a good point. That's a good point. I was just so in the habit of wanting to hit bind 5. That is a very good point. I used resources when I didn't need to. Those are two big misplays. Is guarding with the Sentinel when I could have used the 15, and then pushing for using resources unnecessarily. Try to use Elementaria first because you have to discard to use it. The unit PGs are free. That's another good point by the cat. The cat makes a good point. He's panicking again. It's part of the learning process. It will pass over time with more matches and advices on. You don't trigger Gandiva skill. Damn! Oh, that's the one that hurts the most. Buzzkiller, thank you for reminding me. That's the one that hurts the most. Yeah, that one hurts the most. I'm internalizing that. I'm definitely internalizing that. Pick something else, Kanji. Calm down, Zach. He has been improving a lot over the last week. Candle says that. Thanks for having my back, Candle. I appreciate you. You say that, but he immediately went against what he said last stream. He went back into he's not thinking to move out thoroughly, and we keep letting him get away with. All right, Zach. I've thought that for a while, but I don't like your vibe. Honestly, I don't like your vibe, Zach. You did good on your first attempt at the final fight. I was making progress there. I really was. I really was, and then I went back to what I was doing last time and not activating Gandiva. So irritating. Anything is going to continue to be a problem for him. He needs criticism. Dude, I have been critical of him, but not to this degree. He hasn't been playing the game long. Just let him have fun and improve along the way. I feel you. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been you either play new cards or you can't play. Blue Ace, I could literally go into so many monologues about the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just such a poorly designed game. And it just keeps getting worse. And I've been 5 years ago, I was like, it literally can't get much worse than this. But they keep finding the same ways of of making it worse. All right, we're gonna discard the non-alpha card to draw a card. And then we're gonna draw another card because we're going second. We're going second, which I think my deck actually does better going second. Arum says it's just part of the learning process. Appreciate you, Arum. Anonymous Eyeballs is back. What's up, Anonymous Eyeballs? I appreciate you coming back. What's your favorite Vanguard so far to play? And in terms of favoritism, I've only played with a handful of decks, but I'll probably say my favorite to play with so far is Bruce. I think Bruce is my favorite just because it's super simple and I learned that deck very quickly. Way quicker than Gandiva, which I am obviously, as you just witnessed, still having problems with. So I'll say Bruce. But I did like Chronodran. I believe that was the name of that deck. To play against, and the deck that I am looking to pick up next in this game is the Prison deck. I really like, when I first played against the Prison deck, I was like, yes, this is game design. This is what I've been missing with Yu-Gi-Oh! For a decade. And I get that it wreaked havoc from what I learned from the chat. It wreaked havoc, and I understand why people wouldn't want to play against it. But in just terms of like creativity, funness, top tier, man. Loved it. Loved it.
God.
Loved it.
Skill 発動.
Oh god, it's kanji time. Yes! Ander Egg 2007's here. Appreciate you coming by, checking me out, checking out Vanguard Dear Days. And kanji, kind of a wannabe Donji because he's playing some Diabolo's cards, which, look at him, playing D, like his name starts with the K, not D. Alright, we're gonna give the power up to this one and we're gonna draw a card. We're gonna draw a card. It's true, he's improving. I've been watching his progress. Thank you, Joe, for having my back as well. Trust your gut, my guy. You got this. I have to go now, so good luck. Thanks for coming by, Kat. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Me with the meta of Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel the same way. 18 versus 18. The tie goes to the attacker. Hit the grade 1 booster that gains power from soul charging is going to be a pain. Hit the grade 1 booster that gains power from soul charging. Hit the grade 1 of his. Yeah, Prison is like the control deck, but balanced. Super fun. Super fun. I'm looking forward to piloting it. But I gotta get a handle of this. I've gotten a handle of it, but it escapes my grip. Very frustrating. It's just empty-mindedness is what's getting me. Alright, we're not gonna guard. No guard. Yep, he is improving in a good way. Just point out the mistakes, make good calls for his flaws. It'll make him remember more of the mistakes later in the matches. Can't really blame Kanji when the game doesn't give him his right support in game. True. Poor Kanji. He's the victim here. He is definitely the victim here, now that you point that out. Zach seems like a toxic backseat player. It's the best way to learn. I use a saying from Ka. Alright, time to get back into the action. Activate Algiard's effect. Don't need a discard, which makes my hand a lovely 8 and will continue being so. And I appreciate you saying that, Candle. I don't like bad-mouthing anyone, especially someone that was hanging out with me for so long. But when he appeared in the chat yesterday, I didn't like his vibe then, but I like to give everyone a chance. But yeah, he was making the vibe unfun for me, and like I'm literally having the most fun with the card game I have had since before Konami ruined my beloved Yu-Gi-Oh! R.I.P. to Kazuki Takahashi. Alright, back into action. We will call upon this grade 2 because my other grade 2s don't activate their effects yet. And that is all we're going to do in terms of calling this turn. Yeah, I like my position. Wait. No. Oh, let me think about that for more than a half a second. This is 8,000. I don't really want to boost it though. All right, I've decided. We're gonna hope for a successful drive. We're gonna attack with
ヴァンガードにアタック
ノーガン
Gondal. I don't remember her name. I never remember her name. She has a stupid name. He whiffs. Kanji, full of whiffs. His drop is at 3. Attacking with a Vanguard
ア
now.
タック
Hoping for a successful drive.
ドライブチェ
T
ッ
skill. No. It is our charging card, which is kind of nice to have.
クリティカルトリガー
He hits a crit. And I can't even attack his grade 2 now. That's a bit lame. That's a bit lame. I could have boosted. I could have boosted this one, but I was hoping for a third attack. I was hoping for a third attack, but we don't always get what we want.
僕の力解くと
I mean, retire his grade 1 Mind Swirler. Okay, that's what you meant. I was thinking about my counter charger. So now I'm going to be on the lookout for the Mind Swirler. I'm hoping that it's not that, which is not. Selfish Engraver is the name. Okay, my stuff is now going to get retired because his grade 3 is here.
4スキル
Scary. Mind Swirler? No. Grade 1 is what I'm looking for. So now my field is empty. That is tough. That is really tough. 10,000 versus 10,000. I mean, that's an easy one to guard against. I'm gonna say no guard though. I'm gonna take that
ノー
attack.
ガードダメージチェッククリティカルトリガー
Ooh! Big hits. Huge hits. I actually don't mind that in the
パワ
slightest.
ープラス
Because now my hand's gonna stay full. Because I'm not gonna guard against this
ヴァンガー
either.
ドにアタック
No guard.
ドライブチェッ
Whip.
クヒールトリガーパワープラス
Well, he was due, wasn't he? Kanji was due.
君のヴァンガードは僕が支配した
But it wasn't a crit.
ダメージチェック
And that's the thing that matters the most. Alright, another crit. Would have loved to see that on my turn.
クリティカルプラス
But now he's not going to be able to attack again. And I'm at damage 3 to his 3.
ターンイン
Feels fine. I feel fine and my hand is full still. We're going into Gandiva. We don't have the girl. Oh, we do not have the girl that makes it even better. But we are going to send away the 10,000 guard.
この子の出番よライド
Gandiva's here. Dippanel's effect activates, making Gandiva free. We're not going to forget Gandiva's effect this time. We're going to blast nothing.
私に分がありそうねスキル発動
2 and a 3 is on Kanji's field. We retired both of them. What a start.
スキル発動
What a start. We're going to bind our trigger.
スキル発動バインド
Bind 2 now. Alright, we're going to call on 2 alpha cards.
コール
Because he's on grade 3, Alpha Card will have its effect activate. We're going to play our counter charger. And we're going to get a lot of damage in. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a lot of damage in, and we have some guards in our hand. We're liking our position. He has 7 cards in hand. So what order do I want to do this in? 1, 2, no boost. 3, 4 boost. That's probably what I want to do. Alright, end phase. Attack number 1.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ノーガードダメージチェックヒールトリ
Come on.
パワー
1 is okay. 2 is enough. 2, you're pushing your luck. Now I have to boost. That. Ah! He's at 23, man. That was the worst possible thing that could have happened. Alright, let me think about this. Okay. If I attack with Gandiva, this will activate counter blasting, then this will activate another bind. This will increase this attack to 23. Will it be 15? It'd be 15. Okay, Gandiva attack. Automatic effect, the first one. Counter blasting a trigger. Those suck. Okay. Not what I was looking for. And I think I miscalculated. We'll go with... Well, if I play Alpha Card, it's just gonna get retired. But he can retire 2 things, not 3, right? Checkboard. He has no rears. What do you want to call this? No, this just gives me more opportunities to do Alpha Card next turn. Okay, now this effect, confirm, counter charge, bind 4. No, wait, cancel. Don't activate. Stop activating the abilities. And because I forgot to self-bind, but... He, 21, I have to give it to Gandiva. I can draw. My Persona Ride order. Okay. He's going down to 4 damage unless he heals again, of course. I did that calculation as if I was going to have it a remaining boost. So now both my Alpha cards are going to go away. I should have chosen the grade 0. I should have chosen him to call. It would have been an easier loss. He's... Dice. Not good. And now he can do it twice, being at damage 4. Grade 2 and grade 3. First attack. Ooh, Alpha Cars remained alive. That's unexpected, but not unappreciated. This is an easy guard against, but I'm at 13 to his 23. This gives me an extra attack guaranteed. A boosting unit for an attack next turn. Persona Rides guaranteed. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to guard. And the reason why is because he's going to attack, drive twice. Drive again. So, and this is crit 2. I'm going to use a perfect guard here. Because I'm fully anticipating a crit. I mean, he hit 2 heals. And because healing is super important right now. I don't know. This is the situation that I was in last time, and I was gonna be okay if I just did a 15, but I don't want to risk it. Now I'm much more okay with risking this, being at drive 1. 115. This would protect me against any trigger. But I think I gotta risk it here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do 1 and risk it. I think I gotta do 1 and risk it. Okay. Okay, that could have easily bit me on the bottom. And now he can't attack with this one. He can't attack my Alpha car. I really wish he wasn't going to do that. He has 9 cards in hand. Come on, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alpha card is so... He has that... I have to push for it. I think I have to push for it, because I don't think with 9 cards in his hand, him retiring my units... I have to have, like, just crazy good luck right now. That's an interesting one. End the phase. We're gonna Persona Ride. Ooh, back-to-back Persona Rides. Counter blasting this one. 2 opportunities to make his field go away. Because I have another Demon Boy in my hand. Okay. I saw another one. Okay, things are going my way, per se. Bind the trigger. My bind is at 5 now. Bind another trigger. Okay, we're going to play it. Do I want to draw a card? I kind of do. I can still do the Alfie thing. I think I need to draw a card. Yeah. Because I don't think I'm getting around 9 cards in his hand. Binding again. Okay, what did I draw? Another Gandiva, you've got to be shitting me, Mike. Well, that's really all I can do. End the main phase. Attack with Alpha Car first. Okay, no guard. That's insane. What could his hand be? I mean, I guess he's that confident to be at 5. Gandiva attack. Alpha card bounces. I am at 3 though. I could survive. I mean, it's just gonna get retired, isn't it? There's really no reason to do that. Huh. It is extra damage. Alright, we're gonna leave. We're not gonna call Gandiva. We're not going. There's a Sentinel. Down to 7 cards in his hand. Come on, the luck of the cards cannot be all on Kanji. At least I get. Okay, the draw trigger is actually really good there. The draw trigger is actually really good there. Now I don't feel absolutely toast. Alright, we're gonna attack with the weaker one next. 2 guards down to 5 in his hand. 3 damage. I'm only at 3 damage, mind you.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
46 to his 13. Another perfect guard. He's down to 3.
完全ガー
Ooh.
ターンエンド。
ド僕のターンドロー
Ooh, how much do I have in my hand? 15, 10, 15. Retire the... He did do good. He did do good though.
クリティカルプラス
Crit plus.
スキル発動
Skill hostile. Last time though.
コールスキル発動
He's only gonna do it one more time. I haven't seen the one that
ヴァンガードにアタッ
counter
ク
charges. Alright, no guard. Take the
ノ
attack.
ーガード。ダメージチェック。
12 cards left
ヴ
in
ァ
his
ンガー
deck.
ドにアタック
23 to my 13. Alright, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's seen a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Oh, that's a good looking card. 9. He has 12 cards in his deck. I think because this is drive 2, crit 2, I'm gonna do this puts me at 28. This will put me at 38. Alright, I'm going with 38. 38. Confirm.
ガード。
ドライブチェックドロートリガーパワープラス
We can deal with one.
ドライブチェック
Ooh. We dealt with one.
究極の時
Build crit 2. 23 coming at me. 15. 15. If he hits one more, I lose though. If he hits just one, I lose. So what if I do 10,000 extra with both of the cards in my hand? No, because he's hitting me with 20. But I can take 1 damage. But what if he gives a crit to that guy and I lose? Okay. This. No guard. I can't play around something that might not even happen.
チェッククリティカルトリ
And
ガ
it
ー
fucking happened. It fucking happened. Holy shite.
パワープラス君に守りきれるアタック
ダメージチェック。ダメージチェック。いいヴァンガードファイトでした。
Okay. I think I played better that game. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I won't feel that way when I read these chats. But I think I may have. Alright, where did I leave off on? Where did I leave off on? I do not remember where I left off on. let's just all have fun. Yep, Overlord fans. So yep, like Kai more. Damn, almost all his orders are in the damage zone. He needed them for a massive solar charge. Tied in damage least. Good old Gandy with the previous tier 0 deck. Man, I'm having a tough time with the previous tier 0 deck. In my early game days, when is Keeter going to get some love? I think I played a Keeter deck. I think I did. Once. Potentially. I have to look at the decks I have. But it sounds vaguely familiar. Skip the story because we've already experienced the story. Another tip, replace half your heal triggers with effect heals, such as the one that becomes a 25k shield if the attacking unit has attacked twice. Okay, let's think. Okay, wait. Peter Sectionary. Yeah, I played again. I played this deck. Peter deck. Okay. Because Blue Ace, you asked about my favorite decks. I'm gonna show you the other decks that I kind of enjoyed playing, and I was like blown away when I played this deck because it introduced grade 4s, which I didn't know was a thing. It introduced the G zone, which again I didn't know was a thing. And quite frankly, I've played Gandiva constantly for 2-3 streams now, so it changed things up. But let's continue with catching back up in the chat. I was not aware of it, but I am saving up my VP. I'm trying not to change the deck. Wow, you got paint all over yourself. Is that why you do? Thanks for the drink. Do you want me to get off stream soon, or are you gonna work on something? Alright. I got a fancy drink to calm my nerves that had a shark gummy on them. But to continue where I left off on, I didn't know that the extra heal triggers were a thing, but I am saving my VP. So I'm trying not to edit my decks yet. The restand one is a staple at this point. Zakun says hello. Hello, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Also, Yube, you notice the hand is weak in this for Gandiva for Guardian, so draws are more appreciative for this deck. There's just more units that restand and give an extra crit, so it's better to have. It's time they make new effect heals that feel like G Guardians. Just followed. Zakun said just followed. Thanks so much, I appreciate you. I want diverse effects for each nation. The new Soul is like good too. Yep, like G Guards now with the current decks. I think both heals are good. Draws. Have you tried playing the Overlord the End yet? I have not. I've only played Bruce, Chrono Dran, Gandiva, that Keter Sanctuary deck that the name escapes me, and then I played a Dredrewel deck, which I have to say the Dredrewel deck is my least favorite of all the decks I've played. Okay, but it's time to remember this deck. 2 Sentinels are in my hand. We don't mind that in the slightest. New draws are a game changer. Just 20k, just going second with cost, of course. Old effect draws, not enough these days. The draw effect, the old draw effects that I had, doesn't seem like they do much, but it is kind of helpful against Kanji because he attacks the hand. When he retires the units, it attacks the hand. It's hard. Very hard. Alright, let's start remembering this deck. During your turn, if any player's rear guard was put on the bottom of their deck this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000. This unit gets intercept and can intercept from the back row. I remember that vaguely. Okay, I remember that we didn't really do much, if anything, until we got to the grade 4s. Also, the crests blew my mind. So, like, this was a very fun deck for me to pilot a couple streams ago. I forgot about Youth Burk. Chronojet, my favorite. Ooh, this is Blue Ace's favorite? I played this deck in response to you, Blue Ace. So the fact that this is your favorite, that's crazy. That's crazy. Very serendipitous. Yube should try Graham Grace first. Is that in? I think I looked Graham Grace up. I don't think it's in Dear Days 1. I might be misremembering with another suggestion though. We're not going to guard against this.
ノーガード
ドライブチェック
Try to go second in stride deck because you stride in your grade 3 turn. If you have 2 perfect guards in hand, just keep 1 so you don't have to give up a lot of cards early. Ooh,
ヴァンガードに当たる
Candle. That's good advice I haven't heard before. I've always kept the perfect guards because of how clutch they are. Does everyone agree with Candle? I hope so, because that seems like pretty sound advice. Because they do take up space in your hand, I've noticed. Because you really try to use them late game. Okay. Writing. Alright, we haven't hit that that card that says if you discard it, blah blah blah, you get an extra thing. I can't remember the exact. It's been a while since I played this deck.
ライド
I think this is the deck that we used against Kanji. We beat him the first time. Alright. Once again, I don't think I'm going to do anything. During your turn, if any player's rear guard was put on the bottom of their deck this turn, this unit is plus 5,000. This doesn't have, when this unit is brought upon, yeah, it doesn't really have an effect. Yeah, we're not going to do anything again, which that's exactly what I remember when I last piloted this deck.
スキル発動
Skill Hatsudo! We're going to finally attack for the first time, and I presume he's going to take the attack. The first whiff of the game, but it's a new card anyways. Tears, I think I deserve it. Yes, finally, he doesn't heal successfully. Come on now,
ターンエンド
about time.
僕のターンドローライトスキル発動コールコールヴァンガードにアタック
Oh, I'm at 2 damage. 10,000 coming at my 10,000. 10,000 coming at my 10,000. A room said to be at 1 or 2 more than my opponent. This will put me at 2. I'm gonna say no guard.
ノーガード
Because what I've learned against facing Kanji, and maybe that's why this deck won against Kanji, is that it's really useful to have a hand. And you know what I'm saying? And this deck doesn't do anything for the first couple turns, so like my hand gets stacked. And that feels pretty good. Alright. The room put me on 2 damage limit. So we're going to guard with this one. Confirm.
ドライブチェックヴァンガードにアタック
And I think we're going to guard again, because now we have the grade 1 that says we can use it for paying the cost of my stride phase, which is cool. So we're going to protect myself with the 15,000, and then confirm that. Alright, we're at 3 damage to his 1. Chrono Jet Dragon is here. Have no fear. Jet Dragon is here. I'm gonna read my card a little bit because it's just for the stride, right? Yeah, so we want to keep that in our hand. We have 3 of these sons of guns, so we're gonna choose to select that as the cost.
ライド
Right though. Okay, I can search my deck, right? I'm gonna Soul Blast my grade 0.
発動
And then we're gonna add a card to my hand. Now this is the part I need to think about. During your turn, if any player's rear guard is put on the bottom of their deck this turn, this unit gets plus 10,000. When this card is discarded from hand, for the cost of the stride, draw a card. Now, if I remember correctly, one of my G cards needs a specific card to be discarded. Chrono Jet in its card name. Okay. So I can do this with any grade 3, but I can only do this with a specific grade 3. So that means that I should probably choose the Chrono Jet, because this doesn't have Chrono Jet in the name, right? Let me just look real quick. It does not. Okay. That makes my decision a little easier. We're going to select this card. So now we can play both. We can play either of our Striders. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Now let me think about it because we know Kanji's strategy. His strategy is to retire my shite and make me sad. But now and the deck really gets going when I'm on grade 4. We're on grade 3, but let's just read this effect really quick. When this unit attacks the Vanguard until the end of that battle, this unit gets plus 5,000, and your opponent can't call a grade 1 or greater cards from your hand to the guard zone. When your G units stride during your turn, counterblast 1, choose one of your bonus rear guards, put on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Man, this is not like me, because I like to play cards. We're playing cards right now. I think I'm gonna leave everything in my hand though, and we're gonna end the phase. And we're just gonna be happy pappy people, and attack with just our Vanguard. Drive. We have another one of them that does the thing. We're gonna drive again. A Sentinel. We're feeling good. I think I'm playing okay. I think. I'm really intrigued to read the chats after this game. Especially from Blue Ace, because this is Blue Ace's favorite. Now his crate doesn't even matter to me. I'm only talking once. Opponent, Soul Charge 4 is crazy. Soul Charge 4 is crazy. But he doesn't have enough damage to pay for. Maybe I only go for it when I have game. Maybe that's the strat against this deck. Because I was just giving him counter charge fodder. Fascinating. Why is he attacking with this? At the end of the battle, this unit attacked the sum of the grades. Okay, yeah, I don't know why he's attacking with this. When this unit attack, Soul Charge 1. I see. No guard. Guarding would be stupid of me if I started. Your soul is already probably massive enough. And deck out is a possibility. He does counter charge there. Me. I thought it was the same card. That one counter charges, huh? Was it the same card? And counter charge. I didn't fully read it because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I don't play anymore. Granted. Okay. Well, let's get back to the game. I have 3 Sentinels in my hand. I have a 5/5/5/5. No guard. Take the attack. He's only on crit 1. With. Thank you. I was due for it. Oh, that's impactful. Actually, it's very impactful. Now I'm stronger than all of his cards. He's counterblasting. This is gutsy, Kanji. Very gutsy. Let's go. No guard. Take the attack. That's not a good damage. That's not a good damage at all.
ターンイン。
私のターンドロー。
We're not going to Persona Ride, because you don't Persona Ride with this deck. We're going to read these cards, because they're complicated. At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard, counterblast 1, and discard 2 cards from your hand. Put this unit into your G-Zone face up. Choose one of your Vanguards with Chrono Jet in its name. So it's an extra attack. Versus, when this unit attacks, counterblast 1, and turn a card from the G-Zone face up. Okay. We're gonna start with this. By sending this away, discarding. It is pretty sketchy being at 5. But I think I'm okay with it because of my hand. Choose a card to counterblast. We're gonna counterblast the trigger. Now, he is a freaking shiesty son of a gun. That is to be sure. He got everything's in his soul. That's not good for me. Okay. Okay, we want to start attacking though, right? When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5,000 to end a battle. At the end of the battle, cost, put this unit on the bottom of the deck. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 card and call it to a back row rear and shuffle your deck. So I don't know what kind of shenanigans we can get into with this because I forget. But we're gonna call that. And does it say opponent? Okay. Okay. And now we're gonna read this again. Okay. Okay. Let's think. This can stride. During your turn, if any player's rear guard was put on the bottom of their deck this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 attack, which would just be enough to attack with. This unit gets intercept and can intercept from the back row. All right. I have an idea. We're gonna play some cards. We're gonna play some cards. Ooh, I don't know. All right, we're gonna attack. End the main phase. Attack number 1. Yeah. This has intercept. Okay, this is gonna give me a card. He's gonna guard. His hand is down to 7. We're gonna hope for this is drive 3, right? Let's not forget about that. It's drive 3, I'm pretty sure. That's 1 successful drive. Confirm. My hand is now at 7 because of the draw, right? No, 8. That's kind of a whiff. Yeah, it's kind of a whiff. But at least we can attack now with this if he doesn't trigger.
Damage check.
Oh, he didn't. He did not. Okay, I have a lot of cards in my hand. I can attack with this again. Giving me discard rear guard fodder.
Damage check.
I'm giving him many things to counterblast with. I could call this to have something to intercept with. I could Soul Blast 2, draw a card. I think drawing cards more impactful. I mean, that was what was getting my goat in the previous games. So I think I want as many cards as possible. I will activate it. I will choose the Soul Blast. Why didn't this activate? At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard, counter blast 1, and discard 2 cards from your hand. Oh, I always forget the GB! Generation Break, right? That's what it stands for? I learned that already. Alright, we're going to retire this one.
Power plus. Critical plus.
But the Drive 3 is great against Kanji's deck. I still feel like I have a chance. Whereas before, I really only had like one explosive turn and the rest was just crap. That must be the grade 1 that he was, Room was talking about. Ooh. Okay, I'm at damage 5, 13, 13. We're going to intercept from the back row. Leave everything in my hand. I want my hand. Confirm. Ooh. Let's look at his soul. Has he seen? Alright, he saw some Sentinels. He has not seen his over trigger. Neither have I. Unless it's hiding from me. He's seen a lot of triggers. I have 3 Sentinels. I think because he's drive checking 2, I think I want to use one of them now. Confirm. With number 1. There it is. That's the one I was prepared to see. 8 cards in hand. He's gonna have 9 cards in hand. 1 card left to blast, so he can't do it. Again, next turn unless I damage him. This is crit. I mean, I'm dead no matter what. 23 versus 13. I have 2 15s now. He can only drive once. He can only drive once. I mean, that's just risk. I feel like just because he triggers so crazy. If I got hit with an OT, I would be livid. Absolutely livid. Alright, it didn't happen, but it could have happened. 11 cards are left in his deck, 9 are in his hand. $28. What does this one say? It's just 5,000. What a crappy card. 33. My hand is down to 4. But we're gonna drive 3 times. He's up to 9, 15. End the ride phase. Call on him. Grade 4. Confirm. We're finally putting some cards on the bottom of his deck. So that's boosted. Okay, at the end of the... I wish there was like a thing that reminds me what GB is. I don't even think I'm at GB yet, to be honest. I think GB2 means 2 face-up cards in your zone. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. If you have a Chrono Jet Dragon Crest, discard this card. Search your deck for the drop. Blah blah blah. I could do that. Activate ability. I'm gonna add that to my hand. Should I call it to attack with it? When this unit attacks a Vanguard, but needs to be on the Vanguard circle, right? When your G unit stride during your turn, counterblast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards. I mean, I can do it again next turn if I survive. I do have a perfect guard. And the main phase. I think I want to attack with the Vanguard first. Perfect guard happens. 7. Because I'm driving 3 times, I can make this a very powerful attack. That's nice. That's incredible. Those are very good. Those are like some of the best drive checks I've had in a long time. Ooh. Counter blast. That one. Discard this one and this one. Stand up, Chrono Jet Dragon. But it doesn't drive, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't drive. Ooh. 2 cards down from his hand. He's now at 5. He does drive. For some reason, I remember him not driving again. We're stacking up our hand. That makes it seem like I might be able to survive. I'm not attacking the Vanguard. I'm attacking this. I'm not giving him material to counterblast. If he wants to counterblast, he's gonna have to pay for it with some sort of effect.
Vanguard attack.
10 to my 13. This is upon a successful attack, right? Yeah, screw you, Angry Birds. At the end of the battle, this unit attacks if your soul has 10 or more cards. Oh, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So, no guard? Ooh, that's tasty. That's tasty. Okay, 23 is coming at me. 10 cards are left in his deck. The odds of the over trigger happening is so low. I'm gonna put me at 28. This puts me at 43. And then 5 more. Does this have an additional effect? When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets +5. It doesn't have a guard effect, right? No, I don't think so. Okay. Well, does this one have a guard effect? Oh, it does. It gets +5,000 in a battle. If your G zone has a face-up card, it gets +10,000 instead of. So this is a 15,000. So I have one more 15,000 I thought. Okay. I'm gonna guard with those 3. Confirm.
ドライブチェック
Whip.
ドライブチェックドロートリガー
Okay. No OT. No OT. Fine by me.
スキル発動この場は僕が制圧
This is gonna be hopefully his last time doing it this turn.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
23 versus my 13. 1 drive. This is a 15,000. That would put me up to 28. This would put me up to 33. I'm going to perfect guard. Automatic effect. Confirm.
ドライブチェ
I
ック
feel like something's coming. Didn't expect that. So that means like at least 4 of these cards aren't guardable.
ヴァンガードにアタック
23 is coming at my 13. Nope. 31 is coming at my 13. 15 plus 13. 20. Ooh. That sucks. That sucks. I gotta do it though. There goes my hand.
発動
I think there was a guarding strategy that would have been better and probably would have made use of the Sentinel that doesn't need discard. But we survived. And the right face, yes. Grade 4, back again. Oh.
スキル発動
Retiring units. We can't do anything, so end the main phase.
スキル発動
Attack.
アタック
Putting him, he uses presumably his last perfect guard. But I'm driving 3 times.
ドライブチェックドライブチェック
Hey, these are discard foders even if I don't hit anything. Another draw, that's fantastic.
パワープラス
Okay, now the ability should activate. Chrono Jet will come back, right? Counter blasting my last one. Discarding. This one and this one.
スキル発動
Okay, okay, we're gonna drive 2 more times too. His hand's down to 6, but like half of those at least he can't guard with.
ヴァンガードにアタックスキル発動これが今の私のすべてパワープラス
Oh my gosh, literally his entire hand.
ドライブチェッ
Because
ク
we know that the rest are grade 3s. 2 terrible drives.
ターンエンド
2 terrible drives. I have a 15, 15, 15.
パワープラス
2, no, we have 4 15s and a 5.
コールコールヴァン
This
ガードにア
gorgeous.
タックだ
Does this one charge too? Okay, soul charges. What does this do? Okay. He can't do the... Okay. Okay. No guard. Oh, we have a chance. We have a chance. His hand is down to 2. He's going to drive 3 times, granted, but we're going to know what those cards are. 23 versus my 13. This is going to be 20... 15 would put me at 28. Then this would put me at 33. I think I'm going to use 2 15ths. Confirmed. What? What?
オーバートリガーパワープラスドライブチェックこれが僕のヴァンガード
ダメージチェックドローントリガー
It requires a soul blast. But he hit his OT anyways.
次は私が勝つ
Mooski was way ahead of me. Mooski was way ahead of me. Unfortunately, you guys were way ahead of me. That's the problem with trying out so many decks. You think you know a card, but you're mistaken. 3 times. Kanji's deck is freaking crazy. I miss law chats, man. Crazy. Graham Grace is the main girl's Vanguard. Graham Grace, yeah. Hexen in the Discord has told me a lot about Graham Grace, and that it's Yuki's card. A time-traveling mechanic dragon. What more do you need? Exactly. Depends on situations, all triggers. Oh, that grade 2 that attacks. Try to guard her attacks as she speeds up the soul if she hits. Last... Yeah, I thought about guarding against that unit, but his soul was already stacked. That I just didn't... I don't know. Obviously, you disagree, but that was my logic anyways. You can't stride this turn. Your opponent... I knew that one. Stride only activates if your opponent is grade 3. So try to go second in stride decks. Limit his damage. Go for the rears. Messiah was my favorite during Lock meta. Lock Apocalypse, so I like Messiah. Go for rears and stride decks to stall till stride if your opponent rushes you. Quick tip, the Generation Zone is your grade 4 extra deck. If a skill has grade 2, grade 3, etc., the number means how many face-up G zones. Thank you for reminding me. I had totally forgotten. Also, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. You have to go to the other stride before you go into the Chrono Jets. The Chrono Jet is not active. You need EV2, GB2, right? And you can only get that from starting with the first. Chrono Dragon. So I do the first one first, and then I use the fancy one, right? The grade 4 should be the second stride. Okay, got it. Generation Break 3 is activated when you have 3 or more cards. You will see GB written beside the auto axe. The other one, this one draws for him, but the other one gets its power, which is more deadly for you. Forgot the 10k thumb rule to remember when going for the first stride. Try to stride the other grade 4. Yeah, makes sense now that you guys are pointing that out. For sure. After that, go for next. I think if I played it correctly, I would have won that game, for sure. I think if I would have played the first one, I was so excited about remembering the fact that the specific grade 3 gets that. I think it's called Nextage, right? But no, that makes a lot of sense. You don't. And Mooski, by the way, thanks for being here. Appreciate you coming by, checking me out. Give me a Soul Blast to use the skill. Didn't matter anyways. Yeah, I didn't. I had a feeling the over trigger was going to happen in that game, but didn't even matter. Didn't even matter because I misplayed myself. I was the opponent's over trigger. Graham Grace decks allow your back row center card to attack from the back. I think, guys, I'm at my mental limit, but this was a much longer stream than my normal streams. I usually have already called it quits an hour ago. But I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me as long as you have. I think I gotta know my limits. I think I'm gonna log off now, but I will be back tomorrow, picking up where we left off. And we're gonna beat Kanji tomorrow. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna beat Kanji. And we might do it with that Stride deck because, you know, in honor of my new friend, Blue Ace, you know? Gotta get the dub with the... And I'm kind of sick of Gandiva. There's enough Gandiva. Alright, enough of me monologuing. I appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your day and a great day tomorrow if I don't see ya. But again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna end the stream right now.